Hi everyone, it's Rachel from Great Minds Ink Alike. I'm back with another 5-minute quick card. I've designed a card that you can do in 5 minutes or less, and I want to show you one of the features of this card is simply the layout. I use this layout often. You can see in a recent Ink and Go kit, I did the same layout. This is a 4x3 piece of DSP. A really great way to use your DSP. There is no waste when you cut it with those dimensions. And different colors and different papers, a little different embellishment can change the look of the card. So this is a great way to do some cards quickly using DSP. And as you can see today, I did not use my DSP. I used my Sunflower 3D embossing folder. I'm also going to use the irregular weave trim. And if you don't have this, any ribbon will do, but this is kind of a stiffer weave. This is kind of a neat, it's not even like a ribbon really and truly. I used the Heartfelt Hexagon Punch, and then my greeting I took from Gathering Moments, I went with Expressing Heartfelt Gratitude. I want something that fills up this space. All right, so here are my pieces. I'm going to put this together for you quickly. We'll take the 8.5 by 5.5 and fold it and burnish that fold with my bone folder. I went ahead and did 2 pieces of Very Vanilla in 5.25 by 4. I'm going to put one on the inside of the card since this is a dark card. You could decorate this, you could put another greeting. Right now I'm just leaving it blank because I'm imagining writing more of a thank you note with this one. And then this, of course, is the same size for the front. And then here's my 4x3 piece. This is Lost Lagoon, and this is Pretty Peacock, and this is 4.25 by 3.25. And then I have a strip that's 3 inches wide, but it is 1 inch high, 3 by 1. So the trick, if you want to call it a trick for this, is to take your 2 pieces and get your Sunflower 3D embossing folder out and stack this, line it up, and then put it on the inside of your embossing folder. We're going to emboss them together. Kind of move it around, position it where you want it. I went crooked there. You don't want to go crooked on this one. Sometimes it doesn't matter. Position it where you want it. I like it here because you get some sunflower here, you'll get sunflower here, and then my greeting will go on top of it. And then run it through and emboss it just like this. And when you do, you'll get this piece. So they are embossed, nested on top of each other. So I'm going to keep track. I'm going to mount this on that mat. And I'm going to keep track of which direction. I'm going to use a little bit more since this is embossed. Keep track of which direction everything was facing. And I'm going to line it up on top of my Very Vanilla piece, just exactly where it was when I ran it through the machine to emboss. So give or take a little bit. I see this goes with that little tip of that leaf down there. So you can look for those little clues to kind of help you. And it doesn't have to be perfect. You can fix some crookedness if you need to. And then you've got that neat layered effect. I went with these blues because I've done some yellows, I've done some crumb cake, and I love this embossing folder. My stampers love this embossing folder, so I wanted to find another way to use it one more time before I transition to lots and lots of Christmas. And I thought this was a nice combination. I have this in my Ink and Go kit this month, and I've gotten a lot of nice response to having it posted on Facebook, so I knew this was one that people would be interested in making. So I did my Expressing Heartfelt Gratitude. I went ahead and stamped it with Pretty Peacock, and remember it came from Gathering Moments, and I'll use my Hexagon Punch. It barely fits, but it does. And then I'll get some dimensionals for the back, and then I'm going to add that trim. I'm putting them a little bit sporadic because of the trim and where it will hit. I measured a piece about 3 inches, give or take, and I did 2. And let's see, let's kind of practice where I want them to. Sometimes I'll use my dimensionals to hold them down. For this one, I think I'm going to go ahead and just use my stamp and seal. And just kind of crisscross them a little bit. That dimensional kind of gets in the way. I think I'm going to move it, actually. Don't think it would have hurt anything, but I'm just going to, there we go, move it over a little bit. Probably would be best to get a new one, but you know how crafters are sometimes. So we'll put this on the front, and you have a super quick card made using that really easy layout and easy to duplicate again and again, making it look different each time. If you want to, you can kind of trim up your ribbons so that they are, I don't want them to be lined up perfectly, so I'll have that one hang out a little bit longer than the other one. So hope you enjoyed this 5-minute quick card and are inspired to try some of your own. Check the bio if you're interested in learning more about my Ink and Go kits. Thanks for watching.